Welcome to the PFD Performance YouTube channel. Pretty friggin' deadly.
Alright, back after it. Think we found out that maybe it was just the dial indicator. Maybe the first one we got lucky and it turned out perfect. Maybe it's actually about 3 degrees off. Either way, I think it should be fine with the cam card. But what we got to do now is see how long push rods we need. So I did check the seat height for the valves, and surprise, my Amazon spring height checker outer was a hair off, but I checked it with the caliper after the fact. But we're sitting at about 1.98 inches. The the valve spring box, we went with these Manly springs, 210 pounds at 1.9 inches. So I'll be a little under that, which is probably actually a good thing for hydraulic. That puts us, if we're at 1.98 height with the when the valve's seated, that'll actually give us a little less spring pressure, which isn't a bad thing. I think we're shooting for about 180, 190. I'll have to do some math and see how close we get. I'm gonna have to grab 2 rockers. Now the question is, have I done this before? No. Have I seen a couple YouTube videos? Maybe. I have a feeling we're going to need that again. Now I'm hoping with the the check springs in here, that it's not gonna mess with the hydraulic. Still a little forward. Just figure out, eyeball it first. So yeah, I was saying, hopefully with these check springs being pretty light, it doesn't mess with the hydraulic lifter. That looks centered-ish. Okay, now you little fella. Now you look a little long. Just to be expected, because we took this one all the way apart. I mean, it's interesting to watch the roller placement change as I thread these together. Oh. And again, like I said before, I've never done this before. I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I guess principle. But that's about it. thank those of you watching for sticking around with us. I know I haven't been the most regular with our posting. And yeah, I'm hoping we can get this thing together and have some fun this summer. And leave a comment. Have you guys ever checked pushrod length before? I'm sure lots of you have, but maybe some of you haven't. Whoa. All right. Now, 20 threads per inch. Then if we go 1 inch divided by 20 is 0.005 is 1 full turn. That makes sense. So then if the lash is looking for 0.3 to 0.4, it would be like just over half to just over 3/4 of a turn. So if we find 0 lash and go a little over half a turn, we should be good. Is there science to this? Probably. Am I gonna make it take longer than it's supposed to? Also probably. But we'll get there. Sure, let's give that a try. Okay. Let's crank on this and see. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna have to just dry this off. Try and do it again. The little bit of oil on the wheel and the top of the valve stem just turned it into one big old blob. Bring it in here in a second. But it kind of worked. Still a little bit of oil. It messed it up here. But much better. Same with this one. Alright, bring you in here. So you can see the line does look pretty centered in the valve. It's a little tricky to see just because of the way the oil affected the Sharpie. But all in all, not bad. This one, I think, could maybe stand to be a hair longer. But it's hard to say. This one didn't come off as good. Oh, actually, yeah.
So I just wiped it off a little bit. You can see there's kind of a line here to there. It's not picking it up very good. So not only does the push rod affect where on the valve it is, but the further off of centered it is, the wider the sweep ends up being. So if I just, yeah, there we go. Oh, crap. Wipe a little bit too much off. So that one's fairly centered, but just the way I had to rock it made it not perfectly straight shape. So I think I'm gonna lengthen this one a hair. And this one I might also lengthen just a hair. I'll try it again, but I'll stop recording. I'm doing the same thing I was before, and then we'll bring you back and show you whether we made it better or worse. Yeah, did you come to see what Dad was doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna help? Might be tricky. I like your new red rain jacket.
Thank you.
All right. Well, again, it might be tricky to see, but you can see how much narrower that shiny spot is, and it is nice and centered on the valve. This one is looking much narrower as well. I might just try slightly longer on this one and slightly longer on this one by like half a turn and just see what it, actually no, I think that's perfect. I'm really happy with this one. I'll try one more adjustment on this one.
All right, we're happy with our pattern. Now I'm just measuring the length of these push rods. So it looks like this one we'll call 8.9040, and this one 7.881. Now, how does that shape up to what I got? Let's see. I can't remember. Feel like these are going to be a little long. I got a 9.26 and an 8.28. I got 8.294, but it says 8.28 on it. Let's see what happens if I go out here. Pretty much the same. So, these aren't gonna work. Surprise, surprise. I can't say I'm surprised at all with what the original lifters were like versus what these hydraulic lifters are like. I think ultimately the seat ends up a little bit further on the hydraulic lifter, which makes sense why we're measuring some shorter push rods. So, I'm gonna hit the Google machine and see if I can't find some 080 push rods in the length I need. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this little bit of fun, and we'll get back to you once we can really start putting this thing back together. Thanks for watching.